Welcome to the N News. Today we're going to talk about globalization in the society.
Globalization describes an ongoing process by which regional economic, societies and culture have become integrated to a globe-spanning network of communication and execution.
The term is sometimes used to refer especially to economic globalization, the integration of international economics into the national economics through trade, foreign direct investment, capital flows, migration, and the spread of the technology.
Globalization is usually recognized as being driven by a combination of economic, technological, sociocultural, political, and biological factors.
The term globalization can also refer to the transnational circulation of the one's language or popular tongue acculturation.
Now we're going to talk about advantages of the globalization. Some advantages are increased free trade between nations. Corporations have greater flexibility to operate across borders. Global mass media ties the world together. Increased flow of communication allows vital information to be shared.
Rights case in Spain of the transporting for goods and people. In Spain of the democracy in allows to the development in nations. And great interdependence of the nation state. In reduction of the likelihood of the war between and developing nations. And scripts in the environmental protection in the developed nations.
Now the disadvantages. Increased flow of skill and non-skill from developed to developing nations as corporations seek out of the cheapest labor. Increased likelihood of economic disruptions in one nation affecting all nations. Corporate influence of nation-states for exists that civil society organization. 3. That control of world media by a handful of corporations will limit cultural expression. Greater chance of reaction of globalization being violent in an attempt to preserve cultural heritage.
Greater risk of diseases being transported unintentional between nations. The speed of a materialistic lifestyle and other attitude that sees consumptions that pay to the prosperity. International bodies like the World Trade Organization infringe on national and individual sovereignty. Increase in the chances of civil wars within developing countries and open war between developing countries as they view of occurs. Decrease in environmental integrity as pollution corporations take advantage of weak regulation within developing countries. Now we're going to say what we think about the globalization.
In my opinion, globalization is good because increased free trade between nations, but also is bad because we have lots of problems for this. And of course, people are involucrated in globalization in our country.
Well, in my opinion, I think the globalization is all related with the economic and the sociocultural effects in the countries around the world.
Yeah. In my opinion, is that globalization is identified take a dynamic process marked by society and new economic health.
In my opinion, globalization is good because society around the world can communicate with others and trade their products, but at the same time it's bad because there are so many wars around the world. No, pero así sí puedo ver.
Ya grabamos. No.
¡Ah! ¡Ay, ya, Miriam!
Noticiero.